guys, I'm Josie Weiss and we're going to be reading Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo. Have you ever been lost before? It's not very fun. Well, here we go. At the edge of the Great Barrier Reef, a mother and father clownfish watched over their eggs that were about to hatch. "We still have to name them," Coral told her husband Marlin. She wanted to call one of them Nemo. Suddenly, a barracuda attacked and knocked Marlin out cold. He awoke to discover that one tiny injured egg was all that was left of his family. "I promise I will never let anything happen to you, Nemo," Marlin said. After Nemo was born, Marlin wouldn't let him out of his sight. But Nemo just wanted to have fun. On his first day of school, he was ready for adventure. Wake up, come on," Nemo exclaimed, swimming circles around his sleeping father. As they swam to school together, Marlin kept reminding Nemo to hold his fin. After all, the ocean was a dangerous place. Nemo met up with his class. The teacher, Mr. Ray, assured Marlin that Nemo would be safe. At the drop-off, Nemo swam away with his new friends, Tad the butterfly fish, Sheldon the seahorse, and Pearl the octopus. They dared each other to swim up to a dive boat and touch it. But then Mr. Ray found them, and so did Marlin. Marlin was angry at Nemo. "You think you can just do these things, but you can't," he declared. Nemo wanted to prove his dad wrong, so he swam right up to the boat and hit it with his fin. Marlin told Nemo to swim back immediately, but suddenly a diver appeared. "Daddy, help me!" Nemo shouted. Marlin started to swim towards his son, but at that moment a second diver took a photograph and Marlin was blinded by the flash. In the meantime, the first diver had caught Nemo in a net. Marlin was too late. Marlin raced to the surface as the divers sped away. A scuba mask flew overboard and dropped into the ocean. Then the boat disappeared. "Nemo!" Marlin cried. Marlin rushed to get help. "Has anybody seen a boat?" he cried. He soon collided with the blue fish named Dory. She told him she had seen a boat. "Follow me," she said. Marlin didn't know it, but Dory had a very bad memory. After just a few seconds, she couldn't even remember why Marlin was following her. "Will you quit it?" she asked. Confused, Marlin turned to swim away and came face to face with a great white shark. The shark, whose name was Bruce, told Marlin and Dory he just wanted to be friends. Marlin was sure it was a trap. Bruce took them to a sunken submarine to meet his buddies, Anchor and Chum. The sharks were trying to become vegetarians. They chanted, "Fish are friends, not food." Just then, Marlin spotted the mask that had fallen off the diver's boat. He wondered if the writing on the strap might be a clue to help him find Nemo. Dory wanted to ask the sharks if they could read it, but the strap snapped and made her nose bleed. The scent of blood tempted Bruce, and he suddenly wanted to eat Dory after all. Marlin and Dory escaped through a field of sea mines. Bruce accidentally set one off, and the explosion that followed rocked the entire ocean. Marlin and Dory took cover inside the mask. Meanwhile, Nemo was dropped into a strange waters that had plastic plants and invisible walls. A group of fish soon came out of hiding. Bubbles, Peach, Jacquaz, Bloat, Deb, and Gurgle were thrilled to meet a fish from the open sea. Nemo learned that he was in a fish tank in a dentist's office. Soon after, Nigel the pelican stopped by for a visit. Nigel greeted Nemo kindly, but he was soon shooed away by the dentist, Mr. Sherman. The fish overheard Dr. Sherman saying that Nemo was going to be a present for his niece, Darla. The others warned Nemo that Darla wasn't very nice to fish. Nemo was worried. That night, the group's leader, Gil, made Nemo an official member of the tank gang. Gil announced, "From this moment on, you will be known as Shark Bait." Next, Gil revealed that he had an escape plan. First, Nemo would break the tank's water filter. That would force the dentist to remove them all and place them in plastic bags while he cleaned the tank. Then, all they'd have to do was roll out of the window to freedom. Far away, Marlin and Dory woke after the explosion. To Marlin's horror, Dory dropped the mask into a trench. They swam after it and encountered a hungry anglerfish. Then Dory remembered she could read. "P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney," said Dory. Thinking quickly, Marlin trapped the anglerfish inside the mask. The pair celebrated. They knew where Nemo was. Marlin and Dory asked a school of moonfish if they knew how to get to Sydney. "Follow the East Australian current," they said. Then they gave Dory a warning. "When you come to a trench, swim through it, not over it." When the pair reached the trench, Marlin insisted that they swim over it, despite what the moonfish had said. He thought it would be safer, but soon they were surrounded by jellyfish. They tried to bounce on the tops of the jellyfish to avoid the stinging tentacles, but by the time they reached the safety of the open sea, they had been stung over and over again. Marlin helped Dory to safety. Then they both passed out.